Busch Gardens when all it was a parrot and a beer tour, a brewery tour. Do you remember that?
Oh, yes. My mother and Shannon were talking about that with me yesterday.
Oh, were
Yeah, we were talking about the Busch Gardens, how it used to be when we first came down in the 60s.
But Shannon doesn't remember it.
No. She was with the rides, but my mother was, brought up the topic, and Shannon found it interesting.
It was, and I can remember it was a big deal for the grown-ups. I was not a grown-up at that time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. and I would go with my grandparents and my parents and anybody who was old enough to drink would get free beer, and the kids would basically watch this parrot show.
Yep.
It was a macaw. It was a blue macaw, and every year we would go because I'd be down here every year visiting my grandparents.
My mother said it was 50 cents to park, and it was free admission.
Oh, wow.
Back in the early 60s, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, 50 cents to park, and you parked in a huge field with grass and everything.
Did they recall that the guy doing the bird show would always say, "This bird can bite a broomstick in half"?
Yeah, I had brought that up, and she said it never happened.
And it never happened.
Yeah.
As a kid, this is what the guy would say. This blue bird can bite a broomstick in half. Mm-hmm. And then you're waiting for the broomstick to come out. Mm-hmm. You're waiting for the trick, and they don't show you.
Right. Yeah.
I'm going to do that to people. I'm going to say, I can jump over a tall building. And then never show anybody that I can do it.
There you go.
Well, anyway,
that was interesting.
Anyway, if you are wishing, oh man, I want to go to Busch Gardens and I want to see the brewery tour. Well, they don't give them anymore.
Nope.
They don't do the beer tours anymore.
Nope. They actually used to brew beer too.
so they don't even do that anymore, huh?
Probably not. Okay. I haven't been there in a while.
I looked it up. The park started as the brewery tour itself. That was the main attraction. There were wild animals that could be viewed from the roof of the brewery. Well, that's after my time.
Yeah.
Then things went on as it more developed into a theme park. Let's see. Until 2009, the parks were sold to an outside company, and the whole beer aspect was stripped from the parks. So I guess that's what happened in 2009. All right, but I have a brewery you can go to.
Nice.
This is the... How do you pronounce this word? Yuengling.
Yingling.
Youngling, that's how you pronounce it?
Yingling. Is it Yueng?
Yes.
Yeah, Yingling. My daughter drinks that, so Yingling.
Yingling?
Yingling, like yin and yang, Yingling.
Right. The Yingling Brewery in Tampa is not any small thing. It's probably not as big as Busch, but 24,000 cases per day.
Wow.
Of beer are made at the Yingling Brewery.
Wow.
And they do have tours. The bottles of beer roll off the line just as you used to see at Busch Gardens. Mm-hmm. And they are open. So who knows? It might be Yingling Gardens one day.
That's right. But that's the beer Shannon drinks, and I've tried it, and I think it's pretty good.
It takes 23 days to make beer. Did you know that?
Oh, I didn't know that.
6 days a week, behind-the-scenes tours of the DG Yingling and Son Brewery. 6 days a week. They offer up-close tours.
Wow, I'd like to go there.
And a look at the 23-day process of making beer. It takes 23 days.
Gosh.
They started doing tours about a decade ago. Let's see. So that's before Busch Gardens stopped. Maybe it was anyway part of that. When the modern day Yingling factory never bottled Anheuser products. Let's see. It's only 1 block away from Busch Gardens.
Wow.
It's only 1 block away.
Who knew?
They first opened the facility in 1958 as a Schlitz brewery. They were a Schlitz brewery.
Oh my gosh!
Back in 1958.
Wow.
And then they became a Stroh's brewery. And later Pabst was made at the facility. Then they went back to Stroh's.
How cool is this?
Anyway, her father, the lady who works there, Elizabeth Yingling, said her father purchased it. Richard Yingling bought the factory, bringing Stroh's employees back to work, effectively opening the family's Pottsville, Pennsylvania product to a new market in the South.
How cool is that?
Wow.
I see a beer tour in our
So now
future.
two sisters, Jennifer and Elizabeth, run the thing. It is open if you want to take a little tour. There you go. So that's what your daughter drinks, huh?
Yep, she likes Yingling.
All right, let me take a phone call, and I'll have some other things you can do in the area as we're approaching the summertime. You want to take a short trip, but something fun? That's right there. That's one of them right there.
Nice.
I can still remember. the smell of Busch Gardens. Can you? The brewery?
Oh yeah, I
The
can.
yeast or whatever?
Yeah.
I had no idea it was 23 days, though. I figured they can make beer in a day. I guess it has to ferment, huh?
Yeah, I knew it was a while. I didn't know the time frame, but I knew it was more than a day.
Good morning. You're on the air. Are you there? Well, let me do this one. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yes, good morning, everybody.
Hello, Hugh.
Hey, Yingling Brewery, I believe that's the oldest brewer in the United States, going way back to whenever, I believe they're out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, or somewhere in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pottsburgh, Pennsylvania is what it says. It says it opened up in
Yeah.
Tampa in 1958, though. So,
Yeah, but the original brewery, though, it goes way back to 18-something, and I believe it's advertised as the oldest operating brewery in the country right now.
I didn't know that.
It's a great brew.
I didn't know that. Okay, well, I'll have to go down there. That's a block from Busch Gardens, it says.
Yeah, I never knew. Wonder if Shannon knows.
Yeah. Hey, when you get up to Milwaukee someday, and I know you will, you got to take a tour through the Miller Brewing Company. It's a wonderful tour, and at the end of the tour, you can belly up to their wonderful lounge there and have all the beverages that you can handle.
Nice.
All right.
I love that.
Thank you. I hope I get to do that one day. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, I know.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go from beer to wine.
Okay.
We're going on an alcoholic beverage
Okay, there we go.
trip right now. In Mount Dora, one county down, Lake County. Lake County is where Mount Dora is, right?
Right.
Okay. There is something down there called, they do a Yappy Hour. It's all about the dogs.
Oh.
The organizer of Yappy Hour. It's the third Friday of every month.
Oh, okay.
Third Friday of every month.
Okay.
Go down there with your puppy dog and go get some wine.
Is it like in the afternoon when we can
Called
do it?
Yappy Hour.
Nice.
Let's see. It's a pet supply boutique called Piglet's Pantry. Puts on an event called the Wine Den, or with the Wine Den, and they invite everybody from the area to come on down.
Nice.
The dogs are allowed, of course. Dogs are allowed inside the wine shop during Yappy Hour. People bring their dogs. They walk the streets.
It's Yappy Hour.
Every place in Mount Dora has a dish outside for the water for the dogs to drink. There's photographers out there if you want to get pictures of your dog. Well, that's a money-making thing, I think.
You're not kidding.
You don't have to bring a dog. It says even pigs are on leashes sometimes, and you can just show up with your husband. Cookies for the dogs, wine for the adult humans. There you go. The Yappy Hour. So it's the third
Nice.
Friday of every month. There you go.
Cool.
Okay, you want to know another one?
Yeah, I do. I like these unusual things. I've got to
unusual
explore
things.
this.
Your mom wanted a picture on the Drawing a Crowd for Literacy campaign mural of
Yep.
herself in a snorkel and mask.
Yep, and she paid for that.
And
She's contributed.
She sure did. And so I have a snorkeling thing. And this is a little farther away.
Oh,
This is
cool.
down in West Palm Beach. In near Blue Heron Bridge. They offer little snorkeling tours.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Let's see. Don't forget to pack your snorkel mask and fins. And a little toothpaste. A little Crest or Colgate can prevent fogging inside of your mask, it says here.
Really, we've always heard spit
I've heard that too.
in it and it's fine.
So you go to Phil Foster Park in that area, and on the bottom you will find artwork and statues of sharks and even some old shopping carts
Under the water.
under the water.
And artwork. Isn't that cool?
It's all part of the artificial reef. There is some natural coral growing there, sponges naturally growing there. The underwater objects all can only be seen by submarine or in a Jacques Cousteau film, but this is a place where you can go.
By submarine.
There you go. There's
I gotta
the
take
Phil
her.
Foster Park.
She'll like that.
All
I'm gonna
right,
have to check
so
it
we
out.
got 3 little day trips for you. That was a little bit farther away than the others. All right, let's take a little break. I have some more day trips. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Remaining mostly sunny for the rest of the day. An afternoon high 90 to 92. Then a mainly clear night, low 67 to 71. Tomorrow mostly sunny, high 88 to 92. And partly sunny Wednesday, along with an afternoon shower or thunderstorm in spots, high 89 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Kevin Snyder.
Stay informed on everything going on in the Villages with the Village Spectator newspaper. The Village Spectator is exclusively devoted to the Villages with news, commentary, and more. And yes, they have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask is that you tell them where you heard about them. Call Tom's Picks at 804-1223 and pick up your copy of the Village Spectator today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online. You're going to love your new windows and the immediate energy savings when you work with Renewal by Andersen. You'll experience legendary quality installation. Visit renewalbyandersen.com for a free in-home consultation with the pros. Right now, save 20% on every window and door, plus 20% off installation. No money down, 0% interest, and 0 payments for 12 months with approved credit. Visit renewalbyandersen.com. Renewalbyandersen.com. Offer ends April 30th. License CGC 1524135. Coming this and every second Friday of the month at 11 a.m. is Trinity Healthcare Medical Center with your host, Dr. David Kuhn. Trinity Healthcare Medical Center is Ocala's only progressive primary care clinic. Be sure to listen in and also check their website at thcmc.com. Then call them with your questions at 512-0000. That's 512-0000. That's every second Friday at 11 a.m. for Trinity Healthcare Medical Center here on The Source WOCA.
This is Jan Marino from Palm Garden. So often when you advertise, it's hard to quantify whether your efforts are effective. But I have a success story. In my travels to medical offices, I ran across someone who recognized my voice from the radio and told me that they felt like they already knew me because of my association with WOCA. My message to you, they're out there, they're listening. Truly, radio gets results. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, WOCA, The Source.
Share the love this spring with Oak Ridge Dental Care. Oak Ridge Dental Care is having a canned food drive now till June 21st. So the next time you come in to have your teeth checked, just bring in 10 cans with you and you will receive 10% off your visit. Oak Ridge Dental Care is located at 9590 Southwest Highway 200. Call with questions, 414-4952. Please note, offers not to apply towards account balances or dental services already delivered, and not in conjunction with any other offers, discounts, or reduced fees plans. Just Google it. Oak Ridge Dental Care.
18 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Gosh, this is like the old way we would do these shows, Robin.
Yeah.
Kind of like this. All right, so we're talking about things you can go to and just get in your car and go do something fun without spending a fortune. We have a beer tour. I was telling you about a block from Busch Gardens where you used to be able to do beer tours. And it's what's it called? The Yingling tour?
Yingling.
All right. And then in Mount Dora, you have Yappy Night, which is for the dogs.
Yappy Hour.
And yes, and it's Fridays. Was it a Friday?
Yeah, Fridays, you said.
And then I told you, what was the last thing I told you about?
About the snorkel tours.
The snorkel tours, okay.
At Phil Foster Park.
All right, now I'm going to talk to you about church.
In West Palm
Now
Beach.
that you've gone drinking with the dogs,
Okay.
I have church. In Daytona Beach Shores, there is a drive-in church.
Oh, my.
Have you ever gone to a drive-in church?
I never have. I've seen it on TV where it's like drive-in, get married. But I've
really?
never known that.
The Daytona Beach Drive-In Church is the church I'm talking about. It's run by Reverend Bob Kemp Baird. It's an old drive-in movie theater converted into a church, and he preaches from up by the screen.
Oh, my gosh.
There are people who pass out the programs. You can get communion there if that's what you do. And no speakers in the windows. No speakers in the windows, but there are speakers set up in the front, so you have to roll down your windows so you can hear what he's saying.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
So is the collection plate as you enter the drive-in, or is it as you
Wow, I don't know.
exit?
I don't know the
Because
answer.
there's got to be some kind of free will offering there.
I don't know that one.
This is interesting.
You said you had shrimp yesterday in
Yep.
what's that place?
Bubba Gump Shrimp Company.
Bubba Gump.
Never had it before.
But what's the big area
St. John's
called?
Pass.
What's it called?
John's Pass.
John's Pass.
John's Pass.
You'll have to take me there. I want to see what that looks like.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It sounds like Church Street used to be.
Yeah. And there were people out there wading up to their waist fishing. They have a pirate ship that leaves there. They have dolphin tours. They have a drawbridge. That was cool.
All right, so now if you go up to the Florida-Georgia state line in Fernandina Beach, there's the Amelia Island Museum of Art. Museum of History. I'm sorry, Museum of History.
Okay.
And they have a shrimp restaurant, I guess you would say. Mm-hmm. They have locally caught shrimp, and they have a place up there where they have the shrimp festivals. It's a place called the Crab Trap. Anyway, did you enjoy the shrimp you had?
Yes, I did. It was very well done.
So they have grilled, fried, broiled, blackened, and any way you want it, shrimp.
Nice.
There you go. It's all part of what they do up there. There's a couple of places. Timothy's Seafood Shack. It's a big seafood area.
Nice.
The Isle of Eight Flags Shrimp Festival.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. Keep a lookout for that. All right. Let me find something else for you to do. Oh, a hot air balloon. Have you ever wanted to do a hot air balloon?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Wow.
I've never done it. I've wanted to.
I have also. Let's see. This is at Orlando Balloon Rides. That's just one of probably many.
Mm-hmm.
But this is down in Orlando. If you go online and just type in 360-degree hot air balloon ride, you'll see a video that you can drag back and forth and look all around. They in the video they do not go over like the familiar things that I know, like Disney World. That's all I really know down there. But anyway, the balloons go up early in the morning and they take off before sunrise, and you're floating above Central Florida. It's kind of cool.
How cool is that? I bet they have champagne flights too. That's just so neat.
Yeah, they're not cheap, by the way.
No.
So this is not a cheap one, but I think you would enjoy it.
Well, it was about 10 years ago, and I wanted to get one of those balloon tours for my mother and Al as a anniversary gift, and I called down there, and at that time it was $300 for everything.
Is that right?
Yeah, and I said, "Ooh, do you have any cheaper?" He says, "Nope, you got to save your pennies."
Yeah.
And so it's like that was, an eye-opener for me. When you do things like that, you have to save up your money and then, pay for the full cost. I mean, you can't, they give tours and that's the tour price.
Right.
I did not try to chew him down, by the way. Some people do that. I did not. I said,
Yeah,
okay, I will, I don't do that.
All right, let's see.
Got to make a living.
Let me find another one. The Florida Aquarium VIP tour.
Oh,
The
okay.
Florida Aquarium is down in
St. Petersburg, right?
let's see. The Florida Aquarium in Channelside allows visitors to come face to face with creatures of Florida's coastline. Now, where's Channelside?
That's where we looked at. That's where we were down there looking at that boat, at that ship and everything.
Oh, that's Channelside. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So there. That's all I have on that one. Okay. What else? What do I have? Another cheap. Some of these aren't cheap, but they're close. They're called day rides. Mm-hmm. How about the corn? Sweet corn. Sweet corn in Zellwood. Every
nice.
spring, as this might be past, every spring as the humidity returns, so does the gold and green in Zellwood. People come from all over to get the sweet corn at Long and Scott Farms. I guess that's one of them.
Silver Queen corn, isn't that what they call it? Silver Queen.
Oh.
I've always wanted to go there to that festival.
Corn chowder
I bet it's coming up.
in Zellwood.
Yeah, I think it's. I'm gonna have to look it up because I would love to go there.
Is it? Could you tell, like, just by eating it, that it was better than other corn?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my brother has raises Silver Queen corn, and when you eat that, it's like it's like the Hershey bar of corn. Okay, it tastes really
The
good.
Hershey bar of corn.
It's really good.
All right, one more. I guess I'll do this one. Let's see. We have Antarctica, just a few miles away. In SeaWorld, the Empire of the Penguins. So you have to go to SeaWorld, though. So.
Oh, my daughter loves that.
But
the penguins.
Here's something you may not have known. There's a back door behind the scenes tour you can take.
Oh, how cool.
Welcome to Antarctica. Senior aviculturist Mike Shaber said as a small group of park guests entered the area, welcome to Antarctica. Anyone coming to the back door tour must first step in on a special mat filled with a liquid disinfectant because they don't want any germs being brought back into the penguin area.
Maybe I'll do that for her birthday.
Yeah.
Because I've got a few months to save up because her birthday's not till October. So I've got a few months to save up. So I'll find out how much it is.
Wow. Let me see if I have a price here for you.
Because I believe in saving up.
You believe in saving up.
Because I just can't. It's not pocket change for me, okay?
It says, before you go, SeaWorld Orlando traditionally offers 3 behind-the-scenes tours a day. So let me click on it, and I'll tell you what it says as far as price.
Okay.
Maybe it has price on here.
She loves penguins.
But anyway,
this is so nice.
We used to do these things. Oh, wow, they're not
Oh.
Well, they're not too bad. I mean, they're not as much as a hot airplane.
Oh, well,
hot air.
that's good.
All right, adults are $69 each.
Oh, okay.
Children are $49 each.
Okay. I was thinking like you're going to say $200. So
no.
Wow.
Go behind the scenes with us at Antarctica, Empire of the Penguin, on an approximately 45-minute walking tour to hear from our animal experts about what it takes to care for these unique birds.
Oh, well, okay. That's her birthday gift this year. Shh, don't tell her.
Don't tell her. Don't tell her. All right, $69 is coming your way, Shannon.
Okay.
Wow, it looks like you get to pet the penguins, too.
Oh, gosh. Would she love that? She would love that.
Participants must check
Should be
in at the
30.
information and reservation counter at least 30 minutes prior. Be aware that the penguin habitat is 30 degrees Fahrenheit. And the pathways in the area may be wet and challenging for some people to navigate. All guests must be under 18 must be accompanied by a paying adult. Individuals who require special accommodations are requested to provide 2 weeks' notice so that they can prepare for you. SeaWorld will attempt to satisfy requests received less than 2 weeks to the extent that it can do so. What does it say about the animals?
How wonderful is this? A day at SeaWorld plus to pet the penguin.
It doesn't say anything about petting them, but it shows a picture of this mother and child petting a penguin.
Oh, nice.
So that is kind of cool. Hey.
That's very... Hi, Glenn.
Glenn, yeah. All right, let's take a little break, and we will be right back. Coming up next, Barbara Carbo is going to be in the studio. She's the Community Outreach Manager for Hires Baxley Funeral Services in Highland Memorial Park, and they are doing their picnic in the park on Monday. It's next Monday?
Yep. No, May 29th.
May 29th from
2 weeks from
10 a.m.
today.
till 1 p.m. at the Highland Memorial Park. And so Barbara will be here in just a moment to talk to us about that. We will be right back. Here is your 30-second news brief. Congress is launching a probe into misconduct at the U.S. Penitentiary in Sumter County for failing to protect female staff from sexual harassment from inmates. A 4-year-old boy wandered out of his hotel room in Orlando and was killed when he walked onto John Young Parkway. An Osceola County Uber driver has been arrested for sexually battering a 14-year-old girl who was a passenger. And tourism officials say a record 66 million people visited Central Florida in 2016. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. White House lawyers today hope to convince a federal appeals court to reinstate President Trump's revised travel ban involving 6 mostly Muslim nations seen as terror threats. The second hearing in a week.
The Fourth Circuit in Richmond, Virginia, heard arguments last week. Today's challenge comes out of Hawaii. A federal judge there ordered a stay of the executive order. Regardless of the appeals court's decisions, an appeal to the Supreme Court is expected.
Fox's Jared Halpern. The UN Security Council tomorrow expected to discuss the latest missile missile test by North Korea, which claims the missile could carry a nuclear weapon. Actor Powers Booth has died, known for villainous roles in TV's Deadwood and the films Tombstone and Sin City.
Power don't come from a badge or a gun. Power comes from lying.
Booth won an Emmy for playing cult leader Jim Jones in a 1980 TV film. He died of natural causes at age 68. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Napa know-how.
That's not heavy metal music or the sound of a stray cat fight. It's your car's not-so-subtle way of saying, head to Napa for new brake pads and rotors and get up to a $50 rebate by mail. So don't confuse for anything other than new brakes and $50 back by mail. That's Napa Know-How.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer expires 5/31/17.
There are two things every parent wants when their child goes to college. For their child to do well and a way to afford it. Now, with Discover Student Loans, parents can have the best of both worlds. Not only do our loans cover up to 100% of school-certified costs with zero fees, but we'll give them a cash reward for each new student loan if they earn at least a 3.0 GPA or equivalent. That means every A in history or B in math could help them earn a cash reward for good grades. Just one of the many ways we treat you like you'd treat you. Apply now in 15 minutes or less at discoverstudentloans.com. Limitations apply.
There are only a few things in life that you can be certain will always be around: death, taxes, the pursuit of happiness, and computers. As they continue to advance at an epic pace, the one absolute certainty about them is that they'll break. It's not an if, it's a when. And when it happens, bring it to the only company in Ocala that's certified in Apple and Microsoft, Ocala Mac and PC Repair. They even offer on-site computer repair service, so they come to you. And if you do drop it off, you can check your repair status online. Ocala Mac and PC Repair is a family-owned and operated company that can do everything from mobile repair to wireless networks, fixing viruses, data recovery, even building and installing new systems. Visit online at ocalamacpc.com. In person, 1713 East Silver Springs Boulevard, or give them a call, 352-566-8324. That's 352-566-8324. Ocala Mac and PC Repair.
Hi, my name is Erica Olstein. I'm a doctor of acupuncture and oriental medicine. So, you used to be wired, now you're just tired. You used to be thin, but now you're the heaviest you've ever been. You don't necessarily always have to take a med if your thyroid is playing dead. If you have a thyroid disorder, an acupuncture visit may be in order. Come visit me, your primary care physician, Erica Olstein, at A Better You Healthcare. Call me at 352-615-5566.
Animas Foundation is the name of the Ocala-based nonprofit sanctuary dedicated to the rescue and rehabilitation of wild and domestic animals. Animas, plainly stated, needs your 100% tax-deductible donation, which will go directly to animal care. This sanctuary is run solely on donations. There are so many questions to answer. Please call 843-6379, and they will explain to you how these creatures that live among us are cared for. Please call 843-6379. Thank you. Next Generation MD